90% of the world's content has been created in the last 2 years, and it's doubling every month. Now, I understand the need for brand integrity, brand equity, and brand consistency. But I think in today's world, to the points that have been made, people are going to talk about you outside of your control.
Having people interact with your brand, whether it's on or off the site, is equally as valuable. If they've had a branded interaction, they are that much more likely to share or advocate on behalf of the brand. So there's some really interesting things you can do when you start to think creatively around how to use standard media. And then the other thing to do is push the publishing partners that you're working with to see what more you can do, how you can create more custom integrations, how you can co-create editorial content, because if you look for those environments where the audience is spending time, there's usually some really interesting things you can do there.
Like, genuinely listen. Go on Twitter using whatever app you use, be it Social Inbox, whatever. Search for your products, search for your keywords, and read what people are saying. And the first time you do that with a stakeholder on the phone, it changes the conversation. Because the vast majority of people haven't ever actually seen how their brand is discussed or how their brand is packaged. And I was telling this anecdote where I did work for a company that sells GPS tracking for logistics, so trucks, ships, barges, anything you can put a container on, they'll track it. And she's like, nobody's on Twitter talking about our GPS tracking. I'm like, I bet they are. And we pulled up the tool, we put in a few keywords, and a trucker had tweeted about where he and his GPS tracker were going a minute before. And this is just some crazy truck driver that kept this travel log on Twitter of where he and his GPS tracker went, and funny little stories. And here, her brand is a part of his life. Her brand is literally traveling the US, and she had no idea this conversation had been going on for years. And I guarantee there's a LinkedIn group where people are talking about your product, your service, your brand category. And then a third channel that would be useful is look at your referral traffic and whatever web analytics tool you're using. And you will see there are other places on the web sending people to you where this conversation has already begun, where there's already a pearl developing around your brand that you were never aware of. And you can go in, buy some advertising, genuinely answer some questions, just interact. And you'll find these conversations already happening if you just